holding on to the pain. Stop holding on to the shame. Stop holding on to the guilt. Hi guys, how are you all doing? My name is Agnes if this is the first time you're seeing me. And in today's video, I'll be talking about 5 things I really wish every young adult gets to hear. So without wasting much time, let's jump right into the video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about in this video is about mistakes. As young adults, we make a lot of mistakes because we're trying to find out what works for us and what doesn't. And because of just trial and error, you just see that you've done a lot of things, and then you look back and you're like, I'm not really proud of what I did. But today, I'm telling you, you're not the mistakes that you made. Don't let them define you. You know what happened. Like, the best thing that can happen to you is for you to be able to stand up and move. Stand up from where you are, from where you fell, and actually really move on. Because I was thinking about it. There was a day I was walking on the road and I was just listening to music. I was so engrossed. I was wearing headphones. I was so engrossed in the song, and I was just vibing. And in the course of listening to that song, because it was winter at that particular time, and I was walking on the snow. And if you know winter, when the snow is melting, or there's sometimes that the ground is really, really slippery. So because I was so engrossed in what I was doing, I was just listening to the music. I didn't know the time. I just went phew, and I was on the floor. And people were coming right in front of me. You know, if it were to be whites that were coming in front of me, I wouldn't be shy. I would just do like, after all, they won't see me again. But the people who were coming in front of me were Nigerians, they were blacks. I was like, God, what kind of thing is this? I had already fallen, and the next thing, I just stood up immediately without even thinking. That was the reflex thing I did, to stand up. So when I was walking past that place, and the Nigerians that came, were like, oh, sorry. In my head, I said, you people should just pass and go. But while they passed and they were going, and after the whole everything, I was now thinking to myself, I said, imagine I stayed down there when I fell. Like, I refused to stand up. I said, no, since I've fallen, you see, this place is mine. That's how a lot of people do with their mistakes or things that they are not really proud of. They hold on to them so well. They sit down there and they just beat up themselves. Like, no one is, oh my God. The enemy will try to guilt trip you. He will make you sin and try to guilt trip you for sinning. Just imagine this, that for you to sin, you have to be tempted to sin. That means it's not your nature. But then the enemy tries to do that, and then he will try to let you be drowning in guilt that, oh, you did this, you did this. See, you know what happened. I don't know who this is for, but you know what happened to you. The shame of the past, the shame, the guilt. Jesus takes it all away. Don't let it put you down, okay? Don't let it put you down. You've made the mistake. You've learned from it. Stand up and move on. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. And you need to let go. You need to let go. Stop holding on. Stop holding on to the pain. Stop holding on to the shame. Stop holding on to the guilt. Okay? If you can't go back to change what happened, then why don't you leave it there and keep moving forward? Remove your eyes from it. Don't let your emotions be so down. Let go. Let go. Let it all go, okay? Let go of the pain. Let go of the hurt. Let go of the shame. Let go of the shame. Let go of the shame. If you didn't hear anything from this video, make sure you remember let go. Okay? The next thing I wish every young adult to get to hear is that you should be proud of how hard you're trying. I'm telling you, you're doing better. You're doing so well for where you are now. The very fact that you're watching a video like this, you're watching a video that talks about self-development and personal development, it shows a lot about you already. It shows a lot about what you want for yourself. You know, God, a lot of people cannot stand to give their time to something that will actually make them better, to something that will actually edify them, to something that will actually make them grow. But here you are, look at you, listening to me. And it shows a lot. It really tells a lot about your personality. Because for you to be able to listen to someone who is as young as I am, because, some people cannot listen to someone who is younger than them, or someone who doesn't have white hairs. They expect you to be so old because they feel like wisdom is a function of age. But here you are, being able to listen to someone who is like your peer, and that already says a lot. See, be proud of how hard you're trying. Be proud of how hard you're trying. I'm moving on to the next point that I'm going to be talking about in this video, which is things may not really go your way as always. Things may not really go your way as you always wanted to go, but isn't that life? Isn't it life? My view on life is like this whole thing that has its ups, it has its downs, but the cumulative of it is that in the end, it all makes sense. And honestly, in the end, it does. I watched the movie, oh God. Especially for someone who is walking with God, in the end, it must certainly make sense. I watched the movie Enoch. It's a bioepic movie of E.A. Adeboye's life, the General Overseer of Redeemed Christian Church of God. And I watched that movie and there were a lot of lessons to pick out from it. Just a lot. There was this part of the movie where he had to leave his mom. His mom was sick and he was like, well, he has to do the work of God. He just has to leave his mom and go do the work of God. And by the time he went out to do what he was going to, like, to minister to people, while he was ministering to other people, his mom, who was so sick back at home, instantly, miraculously got healed. What he may have wanted at the time was to just stay there and nurse his mom. And who knows, if he had remained where he was, nursing his mom, there are so many points to bring out of that. Who knows, he may have nursed her into her death. But he left that and he just understood that it's not always how you want it. Sometimes you have to do it how God wants it. Sometimes you have to just losing control. Let loose of control. I feel like this is another point, Seth. Let loose of control. Don't always try to be in control of everything. For me personally, this is something I struggle with. Just trying to, because I'm someone who is very meticulous in my planning. I plan to the plan. Like, I plan so well. It's a good thing, it's a strength in some areas, but in some areas I feel like it's a disadvantage because you want to control everything. You want, okay, today you've planned this, and you want it to just flow how you have planned it. But sometimes, can you just losing control? Like, leave those things for God. Losing your grip. How hard you hold on to things. You're always trying to be in control of everything. I feel like this is a type A personality problem, where they just want things to go how they've planned it. You just want everything to go how you've planned it. Sometimes it may not go how you've planned it, but in the end, it'll all work out together and sum up. The next thing I'll say in this video is that you should respect yourself. Respect you to be able to keep up with the things you said you would do for yourself. As an adult, no one is going to come and force you to do anything, including the good things. If you said you were going to, you have goals that you've written down, things that you want to do. And talking about goals, there's a video I made on this channel, is Dear Young Adult, Revisit the Vision. It's something that is in line with this topic, so I recommend it for you to go and watch after you finish watching this video. It will be in the description box. But back to what I was saying. Respect yourself enough to be able to do what you've planned for yourself. If you are working in a company and you are expected to be at work every day by 7 a.m. in the morning, And this guy said, if you don't come to work by 7 a.m., we're not going to pay you. If you don't come to work by 7 a.m., we're going to cut from your salary. I'm telling you, you're going to be there. You'll be so disciplined. But when you tell yourself, oh, I'm going to study, let me use YouTube for an instance, I'm going to make 11 videos this month, and then you disrespect yourself by making just 5 videos or not making any video at all. Or you tell yourself, this year I'm going to save so amount of money. I don't know, but just apply it to your life. There's some things that you've told yourself you're going to do, but you've not been consistent with your promises to yourself. And that shows that you don't have respect for you. So if you don't have respect for you, how do you respect others? If you don't have respect for you, how do you respect others? You need to be able to respect yourself enough to be able to do what you planned to do. The next point I'll be giving in this video is that stop thinking that there is anything that is too good for you. Oh God. I feel like because of all this new age thing, people are now very worried or wary. I don't know what the word is, but they are very wary. What's it pronounced that? I'll put it on the screen anyhow. But they are very wary about how much affirmations or being affirmative in the positive. Some Christians or some people say that is new age movement and all of that. But we know that we should actually be so open to receiving good things. We should be so open to just letting ourselves all out, to saying that there is nothing too good for me. This is going to affect how you look at a lot of things. There are some people who feel like they don't deserve the good partners, they don't deserve the best schools, they are not worthy, they just want to live a mediocre life, they just want to be comfortable. Not me in Jesus' name. I was talking to someone one day and he said, because he was planning on leaving Nigeria to another place. He said all he just wants is to stay in another country where he would just have constant electricity, constant water supply, and that's not to say these things are not in Nigeria. For my audience that are international people, please, we have them. But he was like, he just wants to stay in somewhere where there are all those things and just have a constant of everything, that he doesn't mind not being big in life. I looked at him and I was like, He said he doesn't mind it. Like, he just wants to be able to provide for himself, fend for himself, and that's it. Well, for him, that's okay for him. But for me, I want to be able to affect lives positively. I want to be able to touch lives in the positive. And if you're someone like me, then you know that there is work to do. Make sure you understand that the good things, the big things, they are not for a set of people who are just in another alien world. It's for all of us. And there's so much space on this earth that there is nothing, except you don't believe it, except you don't see it. There is nothing too good for you. You're deserving of it. You're deserving of the love, the money that is yet to come and will come, of peace of mind, of joy, of health, of good things, everything good. Affirm it to yourself. I am worthy. Like, I'm worthy of receiving all the love that I will get, because I give out love. I'm a lovely person, and you are. Okay, guys, should I give one more point, a bonus point in this video? I think I should. Bonus point I will give in this video, because you stayed and watched up until now. Please like the video first. Like this video as you're watching. Thank you. The bonus point I'll give in this video is that you're going to outgrow friendships, and friendships are going to outgrow you. There's a popular adage or proverb in Nigeria that 7 friends cannot play together for 7 years. The more you grow, the smaller your circle will become. Like, your circle will shrink, because you're becoming more aware of who you are. You're becoming more aware of where you're headed. And because of that, you drop weights. Because if you hold on to a lot of weight, you can't move as fast as you're meant to. So when you have friendship breakups, or when some of your friends leave you, or you leave some of your friends, understand that it's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine. I have a video on friendships. I have two videos on friendships on this channel. I'll also link them in the description box just in case you might want to watch them. It is okay to grow. It's okay for you to grow and for things to outgrow you. It's fine. Guys, if you want a part 2 of this video, let me know, because there were a lot of things I would have actually loved to share, but time. So if you want a part 2 of this video, comment down in the comment section, and also tell me something you wish someone told you about adulting. People get blessed by reading your comments. You people, why don't you comment on my videos? Are you guys having a communication problem with me? Well, I love you guys, and until my very next video, see you all. God bless you. I miss you already. Bye bye.